Things just went down in New York City after secret tunnels were discovered under the synagogue.
The police say they dug a secret tunnel into the sanctuary of the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters in Brooklyn.
The men described by police as extremist students are accused of digging the tunnel so that they would be able to have access to the sanctuary after hours. And when a cement truck was brought in to fill that tunnel, the men stood in the tunnel, refusing to leave.
The group of men have been arrested. The synagogue is closed now pending investigation.
Bothers everyone, this whole community. There's not a single person that doesn't bother him right now that it's closed.
Some reports said that the secret passage led to a space under the women's bath used for rituals. Other reports claim that the tunnel was built during lockdown, while others claim that the tunnel was part of an illegal expansion attempt. None of these claims have been confirmed yet. The leadership condemned their action.
Synagogue leaders describe the group as extremist students seeking unauthorized access to the building by breaking walls.
But what do you think about these secret tunnels, and what were they used for?
Something strange is happening in the United States, and it's about time we asked, what are we being distracted from? If I missed any of the major recent happenings, just let me know, and if you want me to discuss any of these strange happenings in depth, I'll certainly do that for you, but today it's just an overview, and we'll start with the afternoon of January 8th, when an illegal secret tunnel beneath the Chabad Lubavitch world headquarters in Brooklyn, New York, was uncovered by the NYPD, sparking riots and chaos. Apparently, police discovered these tunnels about a month ago through an anonymous tip, but yesterday a cement truck, curiously, was there to fill in the tunnels, and a group of Hasidic Jewish men were arrested, and they were accused of standing in said tunnels and refusing to leave, having a standoff between themselves and the officers. Of course, there are many questions about what these tunnels were used for. Footage was taken of a small soiled mattress being removed, as well as a child's high chair being discovered. Some notes on Chabad: they are one of the largest Jewish organizations in the world, and that means they have great international influence. So I really want to emphasize that this wasn't some rinky-dink synagogue, it was the headquarters in Brooklyn. Reports are that in recent years, work has been done to these tunnels. There have been suggestions that they were COVID congregation centers during lockdown, but that's mainly just speculation. And it's important to note that these tunnels are connected to underground passageways of surrounding buildings and such, and we really don't know. Reports haven't been published stating where they lead. What do y'all think about these tunnels, and what do you think they've been used for?
So by now, I'm assuming that everybody has already heard about those secret tunnels that they found connected to a Jewish temple in New York. Now, before I even get into the story, I just want to say that the word Jewish is not anti-Semitic. This video is not anti-Semitic. I'm just simply reporting something that I discovered, and it makes my stomach hurt. I also want to give a trigger warning for abuse, SCX abuse, and SCX abuse of children. Now, when I first seen the video, it was just like a bunch of chaos. It was a bunch of, I couldn't really figure out what was going on, but something that I did notice was the soiled mattress. So somebody in the comments, I came across this on Twitter, somebody in the comments said that was human waste on the mattress. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, somebody posted this article in relation to that soiled child mattress. The article is so disturbing, you guys. I'm going to have to redact like 80% of it. So I do implore you to go read it on your own. But as you can see by the headline, it is extremely, extremely graphic. As a matter of fact, in an effort to not get this video flagged, I'm going to suggest to pause and read this. Also this, pause and read. Hold on, let me get out the way. Now, this article was published in 2013. I was unable to find any updated information on Rabbi Rosenberg. The latest I've seen on him was in 2020. The article had went on to say that he received lots of death threats, as well as he was attacked with bleach after this article was published. And to date, he has been the only person to blow the whistle on what was going on behind the scenes in his community. He was completely ostracized from his community. This is the most graphic article that I've ever read. I do implore you, like I said, please go read this article just to educate yourself as to what was going on. Because initially when I seen the video, it just seemed like it was just a bunch of chaos. I had no idea that this was the real story behind all of that madness. They said that it was so many things that was found that was of children that was connected to that time. He said there was also an entrance that was right next to the Jewish Children's Museum. You guys, my stomach is so sick. Have you guys heard about this? If anybody has any information on Rabbi Rosenberg, can you please send it to me?
This story is breaking right now. It's trending. Underground tunnels found in Brooklyn, New York. Secret tunnels under the synagogue, and a brawl broke out with the police because of these tunnels. Now, what is going on in these underground tunnels? What type of rituals or worship is taking place underground? As above, so below. Some of these ancient cults are worshiping Saturn, aka Satan, and they have whole cities underground. New York City, they have an underground part of it that's literally called Wonderland. And there's a lot of conspiracies surrounding that. Now, does it really exist? Is it just a conspiracy, Wonderland? They were talking about kids in cages, all kinds of crazy stuff connected around Wonderland. And my boy, Ania Soru of the Spiritual Shade Room, he had just did a breakdown on Jeffrey Epstein and the underground tunnels connected to the island that I found to be quite interesting. But look, these people are flipping out. They do not want anyone going down there. Just imagine what they found down there, guys. I guarantee it was things of nightmares. You can only imagine what they found down there. Now check this out from Ani.
Epstein Island is the Talmudic replica of the flat earth and has tunnels beneath the ground as reported. And Epstein is trying to recreate the Talmudic model of the flat earth. And in that model, it shows the temple. The temple itself is hell. And if there's tunnels beneath the layer, then there will be 7 tunnels with 7 black stripes. And the temple has 7 blue stripes, which indicates 7 levels of hell, which also is a reflection of the 7 levels of heaven and the 7 classical planets that we're supposed to commune with while we're in the physical body to ascend over the abyss and unite with the divine. So it's as above, so below, as they call it. But it does not mean that earth will become like heaven scripturally. It means that the Kabbalists, listen to this, the Kabbalists will try to convert the heavens into hell.
So they definitely are trying to merge these two realities, trying to turn heaven into hell. Think of Stranger Things, the Upside Down, where they want to use CERN to merge these realities. CERN is named after Cernunnos, the Celtic lord of hell. At CERN headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, is a statue of Shiva doing the cosmic dance of destruction. Shiva is the Hindu avatar that parallels Nimrod, who built the Tower of Babel. CERN's Hadron Collider rings mirror the spiral of Saturn. In the occult, Saturn is the dark sun, or the prison dimension of the fallen angel. CERN, designed as a teleportation machine to Saturn, the secret mission of CERN is to unleash Apollo and the dark angels from the abyss, and to create an actual stairway to heaven to take war to the Most High. Now, CERN is built on the ancient site of Apollo. Revelations 9:11, releasing Apollyon, aka Abaddon. And there's certain Jewish sects that do not worship the God of Abraham. They worship the Babylonian Talmud, and they are worshiping Saturn, aka Satan. Now, I'm not saying them Jewish brothers that are creating tunnels are worshiping this entity. I don't know, but it's kind of weird that they're building tunnels underground. That can't be nothing good. What are you hiding under there? You know what I mean? I don't care if they were Christian, Catholic. We know Saturn is where we get the word Satan from. It's demonic. It's that lower vibrational frequency, the asphere, the lower astral plane, which is what they're trying to open up. Remember, in Hellraiser, they open the cube and it releases them dark entities, these evil entities that feed on pain and fear, because that's what they do feed on, these archons that they're working with. They feed on that lower vibrational frequency known as loosh energy, Loosh. We live in a simulation. Saturn is the computer. The sun is the power supply. The moon is the communication interface modular, and the earth is a simulator. Now, it's an enclosed, it has a firmament above it, an enclosed organic simulation with an underworld below it, Sheol. So it's not what they tell us it is. They definitely ain't shooting in rockets and going up to the moon and landing there. We know that. Now, what I believe Saturn is, like I said, it's a dimension to the abyss that they are trying to merge with our reality. You know, it's that upside down of Stranger Things. It is the prison dimension of the archons. They're creating a matrix within a matrix, a phantom matrix, if you will, the metaverse. You know, it's the same thing. All the secret societies use this same cube symbolism, like the Freemasons. We see the cube symbolism connected to artificial intelligence, Bill Gates genetically modified mosquitoes, Microsoft. It's all that cube symbolism. So the internet was created at CERN. The D-Wave quantum computer, another cube. They just came out with that 2000Q in 2017, which is what the whole Q movement was. It was a quantum computer named Tyler to track, trace, and tag Christians, conservatives, patriots, real truth seekers. All this information, all this energy is being fed into this artificial quantum phantom matrix that they're creating. I mean, look at Operation Warp Speed, has the cube. They have to show you what they're going to do. In the occult, they believe if they show you the truth and we do nothing, we allow it to happen, that it frees them karmically. This is their belief system. And I know there's a lot of people out there like, Tommy, Saturn's not even real. Well, it doesn't have to be. Think of it as a sigil. So they're putting energy into it, charging it up, which when you live in a matrix, in a simulation, you put energy into something, charging that, it becomes real. This is ancient magic, alchemical magic they're doing. Remember Cabin in the Woods? They had to do them rituals to keep them giants at bay underground because the ancient ones would come up. Remember that? If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, check it out. That's all connected to Saturn. And they had to do these blood rituals, these sacrifices to keep them entities appeased, or they would rise up and destroy the whole world. Now, these elites that are working with these interdimensional entities, these archons, they have made deals with these entities. They've made deals for life extension technology. I mean, guys, they got med beds. They don't die like we do anymore. They're transferring their consciousness from one host to another. And they believe they're going to be the gods in this quantum reality that they're creating, because that's what they've been promised from these fallen entities. It's definitely the Archon. Sophia created Yaldabaoth, and Yaldabaoth is Yahweh, which is who they worship. I hate to tell you that, but that's the truth. Yaldabaoth is also known as the Demiurge. He's this called the Worm, where he has this worm body and a lion-type head. And all the cube symbolism that we're seeing connected to Saturn with these secret societies and these elite bloodlines, this is what I believe, guys. I believe they are trying to open what is known as Dimension X. What they try to tell us is Nibiru. I did a video on the 8-pointed star, what that's really connected to, Dimension X. It's not a planet. It's not called Planet X. And it's the dimension of these archons, the upside down. In Stranger Things, they're trying to merge the upside down with our reality. Whenever they come out with season 5, and hopefully that's soon, that's what we will see, the merging of these two realities. We see the predictive programming connected to CERN with Justice League, Smurfs, Avengers, Monsters, Inc., all showing us that they're opening up portals to other worlds. And every time they open up a portal, have you ever noticed these evil aliens or evil gods come through? Think of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Same thing, same symbolism. And speaking of underground tunnels, how about the Gothard Tunnel with CERN? Remember this? I mean, they did a literal satanic ritual when they were opening up this tunnel. Now, what are they doing in these underground tunnels? Because they have them all throughout the United States, all throughout Europe, Russia, China, I mean, everywhere. Ancient tunnels, whole cities under our feet, guys, where they have their own sun, a sun simulator down there. Some people believe it's called the dark sun, and they don't think it's a simulator. They think it's organic, and that could be. Maybe that's why people are seeing twin suns now, as they've opened something up, and that is rising, something cyclical. But when they were doing this tunnel ritual at the Gothard Tunnel, you remember them bushes that were running around? They look like bushes. Them were demons. Them were a representation of jinn. They have this ancient ritual that is called summoning a jinn. And how they do it is you can summon a fire jinn. Watch this, guys. You'll actually see this demon rise up out of this fire. There's another one where they have a bush that's not on fire, like the one you seen running around at the Gothard Tunnel, where they put a talisman under it, and the demon comes up out of the talisman and then stands up and takes off running. Allah created the jinn out of smokeless fire. That's how the stories go, the folklore. Now, let's look at Gematria, which is a secret language of the elite. Jinn equals 47, matching beast, radio, Wi-Fi, and obey. And the 47-degree Masonic compass, Tetragrammaton, is 47, which is the name of the Jewish god, Tetragrammaton. That is really Yaldabaoth. Notice how Jinn has matching 47 with radio and Wi-Fi. And I believe these Jinn are helping them create this digital reality. Look at the names connected to computers like Legion. Legion is a legion of demon, or Oracle, the computer company. Oracle was the Oracle at Delphi. And the internet was created at CERN. So they're definitely putting all this energy into this quantum reality to open this dimension of the archons.